How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be studying the tape, the film of one of the greatest investors of our generation. This guy is probably the Warren Buffett of Gen Z, one of the best investors known to man. I'm talking about none other than Luke Belmar, dude. Lucas Belmar. Now, this first clip is he's giving advice on how to network. He's going to teach us how to do it. Let's tune in and see how it's done.
Dude, every guy that I want to get into the room with, I know as much as I can about them. Like, I'll go up and be like, yo, bro, how did and I'll drop something that he did last week. How was it? Oh, shit, this guy's paying attention. I'll figure out something that he likes. So, for example, Tristan pulled up a video, his favorite whiskey, Johnny Walker. What do I do at duty free? Fucking Johnny Walker. That night, sipping the fucking Johnny Walker in the war room by myself with him, chilling. Why? I studied, bro.
All right. I think by myself with him might be the greatest sentence ever said in the English language. That was very impressive. But no, what we learned here is that he gets into the room with guys alone, and then he gets them drunk. A little homoerotic, but apparently that's how you make money. You're going to start to realize from all these first few clips that he has a bit of a thing, an infatuation, potentially romantic, with Tristan Tate. This next clip demonstrates some of that.
I was with Tristan Tate, and we were drinking. Right? We were drinking, and like it was crazy.
Dude, I want to know what happened when they were alone in that room, but I don't think YouTube's gonna let me play that clip. Anyway, let's go to the next one that demonstrates this point further.
Your favorite car, bro?
The red one, the Aston Martin.
Tristan thinks well, guys. Critical thinking, I fucking love it. Very rare.
All he did is like, oh yeah, that's my favorite car right over there. And then Luke Belmar's like, dude, you're handsome as hell. You're hot as hell, dude. What the hell? No, that's basically what he said. That's what I heard. All right, so we know he's potentially in a relationship with Tristan Tate. Does he want to have kids? You know, maybe he wants to adopt kids with Tristan Tate. Let's find out.
Do you plan on having kids with that woman?
Not right now, because I think there's plenty of kids out there that need parents, bro, already. I think I kind of have a passion towards adopting kids.
What are you naming your first kid?
His name will be Spartacus.
Spartacus, why is that?
Because Spartacus led a revolution to free the slaves.
No, actually, it makes perfect sense, dude. He's going to adopt slaves. That's what it sounds like. He's going to adopt slaves. He's just going to adopt kids, use them as free labor. Might be genius millionaire mindset, dude. That might be the greatest idea ever. Anyway, we've gotten to know Luke Belmar's personality now. We know he is potentially in a relationship with Tristan Tate. He loves him romantically. And we know that he wants to buy slaves. All right. But who is Luke Belmar, right? How does he make money? We know he's an investor, but he's a mentor too. So how does he mentor these young boys, dude? He loves mentoring young boys. So Luke Belmar has this network. It's called Capital Club. He brings young boys from all over the world. He invites young boys to come see him and connect with him. He connects with young boys is what I'm saying. I thought that was funny. Anyway, so he connects with young boys from around the world. He brings them together and he makes them network. All right. So let's watch a clip of that.
We haven't met. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What do you guys do?
Full-time trading.
Full-time trading?
Yeah.
What markets?
Forex and commodities.
Lovely. Where's my commodity? All right, there you go. Connect. All right, doesn't matter. Connect. Connect. Doesn't matter. Connect. Connect. Interact with each other, boys. Come on.
Okay.
That was outstanding, dude. Connect. He clearly has a talent for making young boys connect, dude. He's making young boys touch. All right, that's enough. That's enough of those jokes. It's not. I'm gonna keep going. I like how they're all probably just there to see him because they like watch him on TikTok or whatever, and then he's just like, "You guys should talk to each other. This is for you guys to network." It's actually like what you're supposed to do, but I don't know how a 17-year-old is into Forex and commodities. But okay, let's watch the next clip from the same event of Capital Club.
Are you going to the gym every day? No, you're not. Are you sleeping well? No, you're not. Are you eating organic, clean food? Healthy? No, you're not. I see eye bags under your eyes. So what you need to... Bro, look at me. Look at me. First of all, delete all social media apps.
That was outstanding. He snapped at that young boy, dude. He snapped at him. That was impressive. Honestly, the advice he gave there is not even bad. He's like, you should work out, eat healthy, don't use too much social media. Until you realize the advice he gives right after that is probably like, use social media to get rich, which is what he's doing the whole time. His entire brand is built on social media. The other funny part is like, the other guy didn't even say anything. He was like, and he's like, wake up. Wake up. Do you lift? No, you don't. You're fat. He didn't even get a chance to respond. Luke was like, do you work out? No, you're fat. I can tell. which is amazing. That's very good mentorship, by the way. He's snapping at him. He's like, you're fat. You don't eat right. You scroll too much. I can tell. You have bags under your eyes. Look at his eyes, dude. He's like staring into that guy's soul, dude. That's insane. He might be cracked out, dude. Those are insane eyeballs. All right, this next clip is my favorite. This is him doing some magic wordplay. I think this guy might be the greatest metaphor artist. This is his philosophy of how to make money. Let's check it out.
People need to start studying words. You'll get a bank. What is a bank? A river bank. Right. And what does the river bank do? It controls the flow. The flow of what? Water. Flow of the current, the currency. So if it's controlling the currency, it's also controlling the cash flow. Money moves like water. So if I understand where the water is going to go, I just have to position myself where the cash flow is going to be next, and I will get wet. Welcome to the big leagues, motherfuckers.
Honestly, it makes sense. All he's saying is like banks and like these big investors, if you know where they're going to go, you can like time the market. But again, dude, no one can time the market, dude. But that's why you connect with young boys who might know something. All right, and then they teach you how to time the market. No, but honestly, that video is a great segue into like talking about what Luke Belmar actually does. Because right now, all we know is that he might be attracted to Tristan Tate and he connects with young boys. That's all we know. What I can tell you is that Luke Belmar, I think the way he got like all his money is that I think he got into Bitcoin early, like all these guys. In this next clip, he explains exactly why he bought Bitcoin, and it's because of Jesus Christ, dude. Let's check it out.
This is the verse in the Bible that convinced me to buy Bitcoin. Proverbs 23:20 that says, buy the truth and never sell it.
Wow. This is impressive. So in 2010, he read the New Testament and he's like, dude, I gotta buy this Bitcoin, dude. Luke Belmar was basically reading the Bible and he was like, dude, I gotta connect with young boys and buy this Bitcoin thing, dude. I gotta do this right now. Here's another clip of him talking about stuff he learned from the Bible.
There's a verse in the Bible that says, at the end of times, the merchants will deceive the entire world.
I like how the whole clip is like, business people sometimes lie, check out my abs, dude. It's just a thirst trap for his abs. My eyes went straight to his chest. I don't know why he's wearing a bathrobe outside, dude. I don't know why that's what he's wearing. So we just got a glimpse of his pecs and his abs, dude. That's what he wanted us to see, dude. That's what I saw out of that video. I don't know what he was talking about with merchants or whatever, but I saw his physique. All right, so does he have any health advice? Well, he does, dude. Let's check it out.
What's a bottled water that's really good you recommend?
You can do Mountain Valley spring water. You can do Avian.
Evian. I love Evian.
Yeah, those are good ones.
Tastes good. Fiji? No.
It's okay.
Nope.
So you can't drink tap water, dude, unless you're a poor person, and it'll keep you poor because it lowers your IQ. He recommends Mountain Valley spring water. I've never had it, and Avian. Fiji, you might think Fiji because the bottle looks cool, but no, that's what poor people drink. You can't be drinking Fiji, dude. I don't know why, he doesn't explain, but that's for us to study. Here's another clip of him calling out some other alpha males for their water consumption.
You don't drink tap water, right?
No, hell no.
Okay.
Myron does though.
Bro, he's a Fed. That's why he drinks tap water, bro. You drink tap water, G?
Myron is not that bad.
Dude, Florida has one of the worst waters in all the United States. I'm gonna gift you a reverse osmosis machine that you can utilize, and then a carbon filtration system. It cleans your entire water supply. And you can do tap water, but it gets rid of everything. It gets rid of everything.
Who's the guy just squatting on the ground, dude? Why is that guy there? I like how he's just in the room with a shirtless guy again. He connects with young boys, gets in the room with shirtless guys, dude. Those are the two things you gotta do after you watch this video. There's another clip from this exact same hangout sesh with this shirtless guy, where he talks about more of his health advice, especially around eating, not just water. Let's watch that.
Think about the most basic, common things that everybody has. Eating, sleeping, exercising, the most basic elements. When was the last time, bro, that you were like, I feel hungry, I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna diet, I'm gonna fast.
On a plane, I can move.
So let me tell you this one, bro. What if what you're experiencing isn't actual hunger? What if what you're experiencing is addiction?
Holy shit, you're right.
I like how that guy just agreed for no reason. That makes perfect sense, actually. Hunger isn't real, dude. You're just addicted to food, dude. You should stop eating food right now. No tap water, only Mountain Valley spring water, Avian, none of that poor Fiji crap either, and get in the room with young boys, all right? Connect. All right, that's this video. All right, this is the end of this. By the way, remember that guy who was squatting in the middle of that room? That's Nate Belmar, dude. That's his brother. If Luke Belmar is the finance investing genius of the Belmar family, then Nate Belmar is the health genius of the family. Honestly, in a lot of ways, he's kind of the anti-Luke Belmar. Check out this video.
Society tends to crave, desire materialistic things like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, mansions, when some things that are free are so much better, so much more beautiful.
Amazing, amazing stuff, dude. But anyway, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know, no one watched to the end, dude, unless you know me in real life. So hello, people I know in real life. Also, watch the Nate Belmar video. I'll tag it here after I upload it. I'll wait a few days, but I'm filming it right now, dude. This video is not going to stop being filmed.